name is Epsilon, and welcome to another episode of Useless Cum Laude. And today I'll be talking about dualism. Dualism is a school of thought that makes a distinction between the mind and the body, the immaterial versus the material. And the mind and the body are separate from one another. And probably the most prominent philosopher to actually discuss dualism to some significance and length would be Rene Descartes. And he was a French philosopher, mathematician, and writer. So for our purposes, one of his most significant writings would be the Meditations on First Philosophy. Highly recommended. And he is considered to be a rationalist. So he attempted to establish a foundation for knowledge by extinguishing everything that could be doubted. That could be a lot because it could be all of reality, or at least anything perceived by the senses. So Descartes set out upon this using what is called methodological skepticism, which is simply saying that by rejecting anything that can be doubted, anything that remains, namely what is certain, can be used as a foundation for pure knowledge. So Descartes concluded that he could doubt mostly everything. His body, the world, all of reality, to some extent. And again, it comes down to that question, is this all a dream? Or an illusion by some evil demon? And from there, he reasoned that he could not doubt his mind, because there is a thing doubting, the thing that thinks, because there is something doing the doubting. And doubting is thinking. One's existence is tied to thought. So that thinking thing exists. I can doubt, that means I think, and that means that thinking thing exists. Namely, I exist. And his grand conclusion, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And this is the only knowledge one can have that cannot possibly be doubted. So, in essence, Descartes proved that the mind exists, or at least namely his own mind, or my own mind. And he considered it separate from the material world because the material world, reality as we know it, can be doubted. Is this all an illusion? But then, should the mind be considered separate from the material world? And this led to a problem in Descartes' argument, namely the problem of interactionism. How can an immaterial mind affect the material world? Mental effects cause physical effects, and physical effects cause mental effects. The two can be seen as interlinked. Feel free to share your thoughts, but thank you for watching, and keep thinking.